Jean de Villiers, one of South Africa's most respected rugby union players, was born on February 24, 1981, in Paris, a small town in the Free State province of South Africa. He grew up in a sporting family, with his father and uncle both playing rugby at amateur levels, which fostered his own interest in the sport from a young age. De Villiers showed considerable promise from the start, and his passion for rugby was nurtured during his childhood years. He attended Hoërskool Valpark in Sasolburg, where his talent was quickly recognized. Jean's talent was evident early in his life, and his school rugby career was marked by his impressive performance as a backline player. He played in various positions throughout his youth, showcasing his versatility. He represented the Free State at the junior level and, by the time he was in his late teens, it was clear that he had the potential to make it to professional rugby. His natural flair for the game and leadership skills soon became apparent, and de Villiers became one of the most highly anticipated talents in South African rugby. Rise to prominence and career peak. Jean de Villiers' professional rugby career began in 2002 when he made his debut for the Stormers, a franchise team in Super Rugby. He quickly established himself as one of the most dynamic centers in the competition, earning attention with his impressive ball-handling skills, strong defense, and ability to break tackles. His vision and composure under pressure allowed him to shine, and within a few seasons, he became a central figure in the Stormers' midfield. De Villiers' performances in Super Rugby earned him a call-up to the South African national team, the Springboks, in 2002. At just 21 years old, he was included in the Springboks squad for the Tri-Nations Series, marking the beginning of what would become a long and illustrious international career. Over the next few years, de Villiers cemented his place in the team as a key player in the Springboks midfield. His skill set, combining size, speed, and rugby IQ, made him an invaluable asset for his country. In 2004, Jean de Villiers scored his first international try against Scotland in Cape Town, further solidifying his place in the Springbok squad. However, it was in 2009, when he became the team's captain, that de Villiers truly reached the peak of his career. His leadership, coupled with his on-field performances, transformed the Springboks into a dominant force on the international rugby scene. As captain, he helped lead South Africa to a series of victories, including a memorable win over the British and Irish Lions during their tour of South Africa in 2009. Under de Villiers' leadership, the Springboks were able to maintain their status as one of the most formidable teams in world rugby. Main achievements. Jean de Villiers' career is defined by a number of remarkable achievements, both at the club and international levels. His impressive list of accomplishments includes Super Rugby success. De Villiers played for the Stormers in Super Rugby from 2002 to 2016. He was an integral part of the team, helping them to the Super Rugby final in 2010, although they were defeated by the New Zealand-based Crusaders. He was a regular selection in the Stormers' starting lineup, often captaining the team in various seasons. Springbok career. De Villiers made 109 appearances for the Springboks, earning the trust of selectors as one of the premier centers in the world. He represented South Africa in multiple Rugby World Cups and won Rugby Championship titles with the team. His performances against the top rugby nations, including the All Blacks and England, solidified his standing as one of South Africa's greats. Rugby World Cup. De Villiers represented South Africa in the 2007 Rugby World Cup and the 2015 Rugby World Cup. In 2007, despite suffering a shoulder injury, he played an important role in South Africa's Rugby World Cup victory, helping the Springboks to their second World Cup title. In 2015, as the captain, he led South Africa to the semi-finals, where they were narrowly defeated by New Zealand. Springbok captaincy. Perhaps one of the highlights of his career was his tenure as the Springbok captain. De Villiers captained South Africa between 2012 and 2015, leading the team with distinction and guiding them to multiple victories against the toughest opposition. His leadership qualities, both on and off the field, were instrumental in the team's success. Club career. Apart from his time at the Stormers, de Villiers also enjoyed a successful stint with the Munster rugby team in Ireland. He played for Munster from 2013 to 2015 and was a standout performer in the European Rugby Champions Cup. His move to Europe was seen as a testament to his ongoing hunger for competition, and his experience in the Northern Hemisphere added another dimension to his playing career. Awards and recognition. De Villiers was consistently named in the Super Rugby Team of the Year and the South African Rugby Player of the Year on multiple occasions. His accolades also include being named as one of the top rugby players in the world, and his performances earned him widespread recognition as one of the premier centers in rugby history. Injury struggles and final years. Although de Villiers' career was marked by numerous successes, it was also overshadowed by a series of injuries that ultimately shortened his playing career. Injuries to his knee and shoulder kept him sidelined at various points, and despite his resilience, these physical challenges began to take their toll. His recovery from these setbacks was commendable, as he consistently came back to the field with the same level of determination. In particular, his 2015 Rugby World Cup campaign was marred by a serious knee injury that required multiple surgeries. Despite this, de Villiers was able to make significant contributions to the team in the tournament, though his ability to perform at his peak was impacted by the physical toll of his injuries. By 2016, it became evident that de Villiers' career was nearing its end. After careful consideration and with his body beginning to show signs of wear, de Villiers announced his retirement from international rugby following a distinguished 14-year career with the Springboks. He had been an iconic figure for both South African rugby and the wider rugby world. Retirement and legacy. Upon retiring from international rugby, Jean de Villiers left behind an unparalleled legacy. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest centers to ever play the game. His ability to read the game, his leadership qualities, and his fierce competitive spirit made him a beloved figure in the rugby world. Even after his playing days, de Villiers remained involved in rugby, providing insight as a commentator and mentor to younger players. De Villiers' leadership skills and tactical acumen were widely respected, and he was often lauded for his ability to inspire those around him. His captaincy was seen as a period of resurgence for South African rugby. And his legacy continues to inspire aspiring players and fans alike. De Villiers' retirement marked the end of an era in South African rugby. But his influence remains undeniable. His contributions to the Springboks, his passion for the game, and his role in helping to develop younger players have ensured his place in the annals of rugby history.